Uh, Hello, everyone. We met with Oleksandr Yarmak, who until now he's a very famous person in Ukraine and actually in Belarus and in Russia for uh, singing about and rapping about very important things. Maybe back then it was more for teenagers, but since 2014 his life changed tremendously. And then in 2022, when the full-scale invasion started, he went voluntarily to fight and to defend Ukraine against Russia. And we're happy that today we have a chance to help him and his unit. Greetings, Sasha.
Greetings, everyone.
Very pleased to personally meet you. If you could, in a few words, share how your life changed first in 2014 and then in 2022, and therefore, what do you do now?
Well, as you said yourself, some of my songs indeed were very popular in the country's previously CIS region. However, after traveling almost entire Belarus and Russia, I've seen how authoritarian system doesn't match with my views and beliefs. So that's when I stepped up on Maidan. Now we think of this as of something that has already happened and got us victory. At that moment, for me, as one of the most successful musicians in the CIS region, this was the direct threat for my life. However, the truth always wins. Democracy that we believe always wins when it has the power and not only some diplomatic relations. Unfortunately, the power is respected by power only, and only then we were a part of this fight and we could feel the whole system of Russian machine that immediately annexed a part of our territory, Crimea, where I spent half of my childhood, and this topic will always be a difficult topic. Now, they talk about Ukraine trying to trade Crimea. For me, that's a part of our country. And me being a Ukrainian, I was a rightful owner of Crimean territory as a citizen of Ukraine. Therefore, this issue was painful for me. That's why from 2014 to 2022, I was doing exceptionally the social patriotic work. I tried to influence on new generation, and now, together with this generation, I fight. A lot of the best followers of my work have unfortunately died. A lot of them also actually died. Many became the heroes of Ukraine. Therefore, I'm shoulder to shoulder with them. I believe in the victory, I'm with them. And as a result, since 2022 until 2025, I had 0 concerts. I tried to create songs, though. This path had proven that the cultural occupation, that the cultural expansion is sometimes much stronger than any ammunition. So I continued to write. Yet all my life now is designated to the fight. Now I'm a commander of a special platoon. I, in fact, became a part of a special purpose warriors who make extremely difficult tasks. The tasks can be performed by normal soldiers. That's the patch we go, and no matter if you are a musician, women, a post office lady who recently downed a ballistic missile with a Stinger. It doesn't matter what profession you have. Today you have to be a part of the defense efforts of this country. So yeah, that's what we do. We build our own unit and perform special tasks given to us, given to Unmanned Systems Forces, a new branch in the army, a unique phenomenon, something the world has never had before. Basically, we become the pioneers of this technology. We create that path with our people, giving up our health, sometimes lives, and that's how we build a technology to potentially defend the whole world.
Thank you, Sasha. Tell me, please, a bit more about situation with vehicles within your unit, Unmanned Systems Forces specifically. Are they used in the rear and don't suffer much, or they are used on the very front line and get burnt often?
The Unmanned Systems Forces normally perform special tasks. These are the tasks that require specialized qualifications. We hit targets very deep inside enemy's territory. The targets are usually a lot more expensive than those seen and used at the very front line on a tactical level. Therefore, it requires special equipment, like for example this van that will be refitted for the needs of Unmanned Systems Forces and will be intercepting Shahed drones using our unmanned aerial vehicles. Nobody has achieved it in the world yet. Therefore, for me, for my team, we've got a task to work on this project specifically with a clear goal: develop and polish the system, technology and tactics, so we could intercept such efficient, unfortunately striking Iranian drones. They showed that they cost not much but do a lot of damage, because it is absolutely not reasonable to use Patriots or Iris-T because we will be losing economically. We need to spend $5,000 or $10,000 and destroy $100,000 worth Shaheds. It is a similar approach we did to destroy enemy's reconnaissance equipment. Basically, before the full-scale invasion, a lot have assumed that we'd lose to Russians within 3 days, in a big part because of Russian reconnaissance, as it is a crucial element on the battlefield. However, in 2024, we've downed nearly 80% of their reconnaissance equipment, so now the task is the same now, to down their striking drones. It would be a great argument for the next stages in this war.
So basically, this van is going to play its role in a system that might become a technology, a system used all over the world to intercept small, inexpensive targets flying very low.
Well, I'd say it might not become, but it will become such system for sure. We have done some studies analyzing why it hasn't been achieved before. We've been working on this in our R&D center. We talked to our Western allies and we came to certain conclusions, and now we are testing what equipment exactly we should be using to achieve it.
Could you elaborate on it a bit more, or is it something we better not reveal?
This is mostly FPV drones. We now are testing two ways. Either it's a fully automated fixed wings drone, or it's a fully automated multi-rotor FPV drones that has slightly different aerodynamic parameters.
Okay. This particular we've managed to buy thanks to Georgijs from Ukraine Matters YouTube channel, who suggested he'd fundraiser for 25 vehicles for the armed forces of Ukraine, where 6 vehicles would go the Unmanned Systems Forces. Maybe you'd like to address something to this audience. They are in Europe, United States, basically all over the world, mostly outside of Ukraine.
I'd like to say a simple thing. The world is now on the brink of World War III, and the axis of evil is uniting. This strong weapon that is damaging Ukraine now, but could be used anywhere in the world. The situation is escalating, and in order to have peace in the civilized world for then, next 10 to 20 years, today Ukraine has to be able to stand against evil. We have to protect ourselves as well, protect the rest of the world. These aren't just some beautiful words. If Russia, North Korea, Iran, and China are uniting, and unfortunately West isn't as united as it should or could be, their technology will be put on scale, and the entire world will be burning. Therefore, it's much cheaper to help Ukraine now, rather than all this evil will be spread around the world.
So thank you everyone who doesn't stay aside and helps our initiative, Car for Ukraine and Georgijs with Ukraine Matters. This helps, and with little steps, with people's donations, we are able to collect money, gift some nice pins to donors, like I gifted one for you, Sasha. We are able to collect funds and develop technology, which will eventually lead to our victory or a fair peace.
I'm sure we can win this war. We can have a victory. We need support. We need technological transformation. We've proved many times that besides the help that West gives us, artillery, armored vehicles, etc., the world has changed, tactics have changed, and now using simple things like FPV drones, a drone that kids would have fun with or used for spots activities. We used it to stop second army in the world. That was indeed second by its military power, so have to always be looking for such technology options. One may say they are simple, but they indeed can help to save our country and win. This is real. Everything we see at the battlefield, even though we have to go backwards on some frontline places. Unfortunately, this is due to the fact that for the past 10 years we weren't doing much. We were destroyed by constant political and cultural expansion from Russia. Now we are rehabilitating, and within such a short period of 3 years we have made significant steps, technological steps, transformation steps of how management is done. All these steps are small, but this van serves as an example of a very important first step which helps in the future to build a system that without exaggeration can become a part of a system of defense for the entire world.
Thank you for your work, Sasha, for everything you do, and that provided us with your time. Let this car serve you well, together to our shared victory.
Yes,